Hi, this is a technology integration in the classroom presentation. The top 5 student reasons for technology in the classroom. First one is student interest. Our students are already digital savvy and utilizing technology in many different forms in their everyday lives. Utilizing tools, websites, and apps that students already enjoy and be learning from it at the same time is really a win-win situation for everyone. Technology is both engaging for today's students and it is motivating them for them as well. Number 2, flexibility. Flexibility is the utilization of those different types of learning styles that we see in our students. Many forms of technology provide better opportunity to be able to differentiate in the classroom so that all students are feeling successful. This in turn gives the students more self-esteem as seeing themselves as capable learners. Step 3, student-centered. This is the opportunity for students to have choices with their learning, to show what they're learning and how they can possibly create movies and books, podcasts, songs, and many other creative ways of utilizing that technology to share with an authentic audience about what they know. Technology provides the means of having a valid audience to see their creations, and it also creates active learners instead of passive learners. Applicable. Technology is applicable in students' everyday lives. As we know, we all live in a digital society now, and they will all be digital citizens someday. Both higher education, workforce, and many aspects of daily adult life utilize technology. Students will need basic technology skills at the bare minimum in their adult lives. And number 5, 21st century skills. 21st century skills is a goal to ensure that all students who graduate will have the proper skills to be effective workers, citizens, and leaders in the global economy. And the framework shown here that you see on the 21st century skills shows student outcomes and the necessary support systems to achieve to be a 21st learner. Core subjects that are mentioned here in the green, include reading, language arts, world languages, arts, mathematics, economics, science, geography, history, government, and physics. On the left of the diagram is the life and career skills in the red area. Examples of this, it says students need to have, for life and career skills, flexibility and adaptability, self-direction. They need to be able to have social skills, cross-cultural skills, be productive and be accountable, and be responsible and show leadership at the same time. The yellow section there at the top is the learning and innovation skills. Students need to be creative and have innovation to be those 21st century learners, as well as be critical thinkers, problem solvers. They have to be able to communicate and collaborate as well. The purple section is the information, media, and technology skills. And students, to be our 21st century learners, have to be kept up with new and emerging technology. How does technology benefit teachers? There's an abundant way in which technology has benefited teachers. Technology makes it easier to differentiate in the classroom. Students can really work at a rate that they need to be successful when working on projects, and the technology really allows for this. It also gives the opportunity to challenge students. Another benefit is student achievement. Utilizing technology in the classroom is really both meaningful and engaging for students. Thus, success comes more naturally for them. Students are often found to go above and beyond when utilizing technology, which only increases their success that much more. The teacher role has also changed in that technology-rich classroom, especially in a flipped environment in which the teaching is done via a video clip that students watch and take notes as their homework. When they come to class the next day and are ready to work on their assignment, the teacher's role then becomes that of the facilitator. Technology has allowed the opportunity for teachers to easily create professional learning networks in which they're able to collaborate with other professionals. This is done by many different educational blogs and social media sites such as Twitter. It allows teachers to collaborate in ways that were never possible before. Technology has also made data collection much less timely. We use many different kinds of student data to make SMART goals, district decisions. We analyze trends we see in our students' performance on assessments, and technology has made it so much easier to manage this vast amount of data that a school or a district does collect. What kinds of technology devices are used in classrooms? Here are a couple examples of some that you may see in a classroom. Computers, would that be laptops, desktops, netbooks, wireless tablets, mobile devices, just smartphones, ebook readers, interactive boards such as smart boards, student clickers, interactive wireless tablets, projectors, document cameras, printers, scanner fax machine, copiers, and internet and software apps are utilized in classrooms and schools as well. Just a couple of examples. How is technology best integrated into the curriculum? First of all, technology can really be integrated into any subject and any grade level. It is also important to note that technology is best used to enhance those curricular areas. In other words, don't use technology where it doesn't fit into a lesson. There will be times that it won't, and that's okay. The main goal is to use it when it does fit, though, to make those curricular areas better. Many schools are putting the technology into their students' hands by implementing programs such as one-to-one, where each student has that access to either a computer or a tablet to not only use even at school, but oftentimes even able to take home and work on it as well. BYOD, bring your own device programs, are also a newer trend in which students are allowed to bring their own technological devices such as laptops, e-readers, iPads, and smartphones. A flipped classroom that I mentioned earlier is where a lesson or lecture is pre-recorded and students can watch it at home as their homework and then have the opportunity to complete the assignment in class where the teacher is then available for questions if need be. This also gives students the opportunity to rewatch and relearn if needed, and for parents to have that resource to utilize as well. The ability to go online and take a virtual field trip or complete a simulation or correspond with classrooms across the world really has changed education in those curricular areas. Technology fits into centers beautifully. This is a great place to implement it. Students can be independent to create projects about whatever topic is being studied in class at that time. It's also a time in my math classroom that students can utilize that time to practice math facts. With all these amazing opportunities, schools have to provide technology training for teachers. Technology is only as good as the teachers that are knowing how to use it. Technology is changing every minute, but training has to be provided so teachers feel comfortable utilizing it in their classrooms. Keep in mind, our students often can teach us more about different forms of technology than we would probably even get out of an in-service. The last and one of the most important parts of integrating technology into your curricular areas is you have to have policies that are put into place. If teachers, students, and parents all have a clear understanding of how the technology will be utilized and the parameters for that usage, it'll be a positive experience for all. Here is a guideline for also when your integration of technology into the curriculum, and the National Educational Technology Standards here. I got this off of the ISTE.net's website, and basically saying it's a set of standards of excellence and best practices in learning, teaching, and leading with technology in education. And to highlight a few of those areas, improving the higher order thinking skills, problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, preparing students for their future in a competitive global job market, designing student-centered, project-based online learning environments, guiding systematic change in our schools to create digital places of learning, and inspiring digital age professional models for working, collaboration, and decision making. The TPACK model is another technological pedagogical content knowledge model that districts and schools need to keep in mind when putting these in technology integration policies. The next couple of slides are some examples of tools, websites, or apps that could be utilized in, these are mainly focusing, I suppose, on elementary classrooms, but in other classrooms as well. The first is the iPad, which really can be used in any grade level, pre-K through higher educational levels. The iPad tool has made technology in the hands of students more affordable for school districts, and it's why it's so appealing. The advantages, students really love the touch screen feature. It also helps appeal to different modes of learning, such as the visual, tactile, and kinesthetic learners. You can use it in any subject. There's over 40,000 apps that are designated for education that are downloaded on the iPad. The use of the iWork, and you can make many different kinds of multimedia projects that really bring student learning to life. Braintastic Math, this is an app, and this is designed for building math skills and computation. This app is designed for using worth of 2 years of practice, and it really targets the ages of 8 to 10, so probably from about anywhere from a second probably to a fifth grader. It's customizable for ability level of students, has engaging graphics and a reward system to increase student motivation. Create a Graph is a website, and this website is really fun to use as far as previous data collection that students have. They can go in and manipulate that data and take a look and make some really engaging, colorful graphs to display their data with. And this is targeting mainly at grades 3rd to 8th. Show Me is also an app in which you can turn your iPad into an interactive whiteboard, and you're able to record voice, insert text, drag images, drawings, and then that can in turn be uploaded to a website or a class blog as a video, which is a really great way for absent students to be able to see what the lesson or the lecture was about that day. Math concentration is similar to the traditional card game of concentration, just with a twist, utilizing those fun graphics and practicing whole numbers, fractions, different computational facts. So it'd be a great place for a math center, also targeting grades K through 5. How can teachers network their ideas, questions, and technology resources? Development of professional learning networks is the best way to obtain this via educational blogs, social media sites such as Twitter, even Pinterest has an entire board called PLN, Professional Learning Networks. All of these allow the opportunity to share dynamic ideas that are driving instruction. It's a great place to get advice on effective teaching strategies and attain or share resources to utilize. Technology has vastly changed how teachers are able to collaborate and communicate now.